Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Great to see you guys. So get this. The other day I was just scrolling, as you do, and I saw a picture of the Mona Lisa. I thought to myself, I know that painting. Everyone knows that painting. But then, what do I know about it? Beyond the fact that she's got this smile. The one that's like, I know a secret, but I'm not telling. Ultimate poker face. I went down a rabbit hole. A deep, deep rabbit hole. What I found was incredible. Stuff that's just wild. We're talking thefts, secret identities, optical illusions, why she has her own mailbox. I'm serious. So, buckle up. We're uncovering the secrets behind that mysterious smile. Stick around to the end. Jump into the comments and tell me which fact blew your mind. Alright, let's start with something you might have looked at 1,000 times, but never really. Look closely at her face. Go on, get right in there. See anything missing? I'll give you a hint. It's something most of us have two of. That's right. The Mona Lisa has no clearly visible eyebrows or eyelashes. It's so weird once you see it, right? It's like seeing a cat without whiskers. You just know something's off. Now she looks even more mysterious, doesn't she? This little detail has been a huge puzzle for art historians for centuries. Was it a fashion statement in the 1500s? Another theory, Leonardo painted them so finely they faded over 500 years. Restorations over centuries. Maybe a cleaning wiped them away. Oops, there go the eyebrows. In 2007, Pascal Cott's scan revealed a faint brushstroke over the left eye. Maybe Leo tried an eyebrow and changed his mind. Or maybe they were there, just incredibly faint. The truth? We still don't know. So you think you procrastinate on your projects? I mean, I know I do. I'll put off organizing my sock drawer for months. But I've got nothing on Leonardo da Vinci. Get this. It took him about 4 years, on and off, to paint the Mona Lisa. 4 years! You could build a skyscraper in that time. You could get a college degree. But Leo was working on this relatively small portrait. He started it around 1503, and he was still tinkering with it as late as 1517. That's not just a project, that's a long-term relationship. Leonardo was a legendary perfectionist, a scientist and an artist, obsessed with form, light, and shadow. He developed sfumato, soft, smoky transitions that make the corners of her mouth and eyes melt into shadow. He'd apply incredibly thin layers, thinner than a human hair, drying for weeks or months before adding another. That's how he achieved that inner glow. He never delivered it to the commissioner, likely Francesco del Giocondo. He just kept it, refining it to the end. He carried it from Italy to France, his masterpiece and perpetual work in progress. Okay, the Mona Lisa was famous in the art world, but not a household name. What catapulted it to superstardom? A good old-fashioned heist. Real-life Ocean's 11. Fewer people, more mustaches. On August 21, 1911, it was stolen. The next day, a painter found an empty space, just 4 iron pegs. At first, they assumed photography or cleaning, then chaos. The museum shut for a week, borders sealed. Police questioned everyone. It became the biggest story in the world. They even questioned Pablo Picasso, briefly a suspect, then cleared. For 2 years, nothing. It had vanished. Culprit, Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian handyman who knew the Louvre. He hid overnight, donned a worker's smock, removed the painting, and walked out with it under his coat. He stashed it in a trunk for 2 years. He claimed patriotism, wrongly believing Napoleon stole it, wanting it back in Italy. He tried to sell it. The dealer alerted authorities. Peruggia was caught. The painting returned, undamaged, toured Italy, and emerged as the most famous painting in the world. So we call her the Mona Lisa, but do we even know who Lisa is? This is one of the biggest debates in art history. Most accept she is Lisa Gherardini, wife of merchant Francesco del Giocondo, hence La Gioconda. Mona contracts Madonna, my lady. A 1503 note mentions Leonardo working on Lisa's portrait. A strong clue. A neat story, but nothing simple with the Mona Lisa. Some suggest someone else entirely. Maybe a mistress of Giuliano de' Medici, commissioned to mark a child's birth. Or Leonardo's mother, Caterina. Others think it's Leonardo himself in drag. Facial features line up eerily. Duchess of Milan, Spanish noble, or an idealized woman. Leonardo never wrote her name or title. Clues and guesswork fuel her mystique, a question mark in a frame. You'd think the most famous painting gets some respect. Well, fame has a price. She's not just a painting. She's a survivor with more close calls than a Bond movie. In 1956, acid hit the lower part. Years of restoration. Months later, a rock chipped pigment from her left elbow. Faint damage remains. Later, paint, a teacup, even cake, all stopped by glass. Result, a fortress. Bulletproof, non-reflective, climate-controlled. Motion sensors, IR cameras, guards round the clock. After hours, an even more secure vault. Harder than Fort Knox, the art world's Area 51. We all know she's valuable, but how valuable? In 1962, insured for $100 million. Adjusted for inflation, close to $1 billion today. Billion with a B, a single painting in wood and oil, nearly $1 billion. More than some countries' GDP. The Louvre doesn't insure it, they invest in security instead. Layers of glass and concrete keep it at 43 degrees Fahrenheit and 50% humidity, meticulously monitored. It's a national symbol, the most heavily guarded piece of poplar on Earth. Her smile isn't just mysterious, it's a billion-dollar smile. Let's talk about that smile. Is she happy? Is she sad? Is she smug? The answer is yes. All of the above. It depends on where you look. A brilliant optical illusion. Look at her eyes. The smile seems more pronounced, clear and gentle in your peripheral vision. Now look at her mouth. The smile slips away, becomes ambiguous. Sfumato creates soft, hazy edges. No hard line for your eye to latch onto. Central vision catches details. Peripheral picks up shadow and shape. Look at her eyes, and your periphery reads the shadows as a smile. Look at her mouth, and your central vision can't find a definitive line. Leonardo is hacking your brain. Her expression feels interactive, alive, like she has a secret. Long before Grumpy Cat or Distracted Boyfriend, there was the Mona Lisa. You could argue she's the original meme. For centuries, especially the last 100 years, she's been copied and parodied more than any artwork. She's not just in a museum, she's on everything. In 1919, Duchamp drew a mustache and goatee on a Mona Lisa postcard and titled it, "Look," a cheeky French pun. Then came Warhol, Dali, The Simpsons, The Da Vinci Code. Even Lego, Minions, and Mr. Bean. Why her? Instant recognition. The joke lands fast. That serene, unflappable expression is a perfect blank slate. Comedy gold. She's transcended art into pop culture. A celebrity who's eternally in on the joke. When you picture an old master painting, you probably think canvas, right? Curveball. Not this one. She's on a wood panel. Poplar, specifically. Panels were common for small works, though Italians were moving to canvas. Lighter, cheaper, easier to transport. Leonardo loved the smooth, rigid surface, perfect for ultra-detailed layers. But wood is organic. It expands and contracts with climate. Over 500 years, a crack formed down to her hairline. Conservators braced the panel and built a precise climate case to prevent warping or further cracking. On canvas, you'd face tearing or sagging. Wood brings different challenges. Leonardo's poplar gave him perfection, and conservators a 500-year headache. In more ways than one, it's a living, breathing object. Okay, heists, vandalism, billion-dollar valuations, secret identities. I've saved the most charming, most bizarre, and most wonderful fact for last. The Mona Lisa is so famous, so beloved, so personified, that she has her own personal mailbox at the Louvre. I am not kidding. She gets fan mail. People from all over the world write to her. Poems, love letters, even flowers. They treat her not as an object, but a person, a confidant, a celebrity. The Louvre actually set up a mailbox to handle her correspondence. What other artwork gets its own mail? It's incredible. She's more popular than some rock stars. Maybe people share secrets with her. Dear Mona Lisa, you'll never guess what happened to me today. Dear Mona, your smile haunts my dreams. This took off after the theft and return. A personal connection that's only grown. She's become a kind of secular saint, a listening ear in paint and wood. Even the Louvre embraces that she's more than an inventory item. And that's a wrap. How incredible is that? From missing eyebrows to getting her own fan mail. Her story is wilder than I imagined. Now it's your turn. Which fact was your favorite? The heist? The billion-dollar price tag? The fan mail? Drop a comment, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next art adventure.